Good afternoon, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and welcome to my craft studio. It's time to get inspired. Time for us to create a beautiful card and to share that card with others. So, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I welcome you again. So if you're new to my channel, come say hello in the comments and let me know that you're here so I can welcome you. And hit that subscribe button as well here on YouTube, or follow me on Facebook as well. So every Wednesday at 3 p.m. approximately, I go live as well on Facebook and YouTube, and then Friday only on YouTube. So let's get started with a beautiful card that we're going to create today. Fall. Is fall one of your favorite seasons? If so, you're in the right place, right? So before I get started, if you're joining in, nobody's here at the moment, but if you are, let me know what color card base I should create with today. Look at that. Crushed curry kind of like mimics the color on my walls, doesn't it? Let's go there. Pretty darn close, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking yellow, but anyways. So let me know what color. Should we do crushed curry? Should we do old olive or cherry cobbler for a card base? Oh, I can't talk today. I guess I haven't talked very much today. So hello, Shirley and Carolyn. Good afternoon. Okay, so before I share what we're going to create today, I want to do a couple public service announcements. So don't forget to let me know what color card base we should create with today. I want to remind everybody about our upcoming Crafters Tea. That's next Thursday or Friday you can sign up for, okay? As well as I have classes tomorrow, and there's still a couple openings. So if you're on my newsletter, you can check out the class listings. A few have sold out, so just message me and we can figure out what one you would love. Okay, and these are the ones we're doing for the tea next week. We're having lunch and we create these 5 cards all based on a sketch. Okay, I feel like I'm missing one. I am missing one. I don't know where it is. There's one missing. The Christmas one. So I'm not sure where that one is. And I don't have it here. So there's another one that mimics this beautiful new Christmas paper. So, and you're really going to want to see that one as well. So, okay, so there's still room for the tea. I'll be cutting for those this weekend. So if you'd love to get on it, it's $20 to come. We have lunch. We're having quiche. And we'll go from there. Okay. Oh, and one other, there is still there's still some time if you want to. I know our registration has officially closed for our October retreat with the Peaceful Garden. These are the cards we're creating at that retreat. And if you would love, there's information in my newsletter that's going out tonight. This one's a fun fold right here. Very fun. This is another fun fold and another simple card. If you would love to come and spend the day with us, there's all kinds of details in my newsletter, and that is going out tonight. So make sure you subscribe to my button. Let's see, here we go. Simply go to createwithnancy.com and hit the subscribe button. Wait for the little purple box to pop up. So that is what gets you my newsletter. The other one is an email for my blog posts. And did anybody notice? I did post a blog post the last couple of days. So yes. Oh, and this is one of your favors for the retreat. It's special. It matches all our color scheme. Okay. All right. So guess what today is? Today is the release of September online exclusives. So now I can share that with you. There's that beautiful fall bundle that is in the online. It's not in any catalog or anything. And this is the one we're going to use today. We're not going to use the paper. We're going to go really simple. We're going back to basics. We're going to go with these beautiful colors of ink right here. We're going to use Early Espresso, Cherry Cobbler, Crushed Curry, and Old Olive. Those are our inks today. And you could recreate this card. If you don't have this, well, You can order it today, but if you happen to have a current leaf set, you could do this card as well today. Okay, there's a beautiful embossing folder, some embellishments and some twine that goes along with this suite. And then there's this gold and black suite here. And then this, I love the paper in this. We're one of the cards for the tea next week, the Crafter's Tea, is using that paper right there. And I just ordered the bundle today, so I'm excited to get that and start playing with it. But your snowflakes aren't the typical snowflakes. They're all made out of greenery. So okay, so there's that one. And then of course, then it goes into, this is still online exclusives. It goes into some bundles. And then there's some punches, a punch bundle, and then some standalone. No, those are still the bundle parts. A couple standalone stamps only. There's no die or punch that goes with it. And of course, some simply scrapping things, some scrapping things as well, okay? All right, so that's just the online exclusives. And then here's this beautiful mini catalog. I think I can put a link in it. If not, it will be on my website, okay? The link for it should be on my website. Okay, Shirley is saying Old Olive, but there's one part here. This is an easy one to forget right here, is this Making a Difference stamp set called Love and Courage. And every purchase, $3 gets donated to a breast cancer organization. So kind of keep that in mind as you're looking through the catalog. Know that $3 is going to go help somebody in need, okay? All right, it's called the Love and Courage stamp set, okay? And then this is the one, the suite here. I love this. So stay tuned for some cards coming with this suite right here. There's a lot. There's an embossing folder with it, but this is like a double suite right here. And I think I got the labels too, but this paper is absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommended. Okay. All right. So if you don't have a copy, you can message me, or you can just download the digital file as well, either in the newsletter or on my website. Okay. All right, let's get started, because as I said, we are using this Gathering Moments bundle, and this die set has some bonus die cuts in it. Let's move these over here. So these are huge leaves that come with this, and there's no stamps that go with it, obviously, but they're great for scrapbooking or just to make the centerpiece on your card as well. And then these littler ones are what is going to die cut the images out of the stamp set. And it's got a really cool font as well. So that's what we're going to use today. Okay. All right, let's get stamping. So as I said, this is such an easy way to stamp, simple stamping. It's a great way if you're a beginner to start out that way. So you can you don't need a lot of supplies. You just need ink, paper, and some stamps. Hi, Karen, welcome. We got some Early Espresso, Daffodil Delight, Cherry Cobbler, and Old Olive. And on Friday, we're going to use the same bundle, and I have a really cool way to make some quick, simple cards using this stamp set, okay? So we are using, I can remember the measurements here. This is basic white, and it is 2 3/4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 3/4. So 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay. We're going to just simply start out with some basic white. Okay. And I got my leaves all mounted up on some clear blocks, and for the different colors we need. So with this stamping, it's going to just start out with, because we're going to kind of cover the whole thing. Okay. We're going to create our own designer paper. All right. So let's just simply ink up this larger one in the Daffodil Delight. And we're going to want to create kind of like a triangle effect. This is kind of like a distinctive stamp set. And you want to turn it so they look like natural falling leaves, okay? So I'm going to stamp in kind of like almost odd numbers, but I want to leave some open spaces here, okay? And then we're going to start with some cherry cobbler here. And cherry is funky. I don't know, you know, I think it's time for a new one. And this stamp is overcut here a little bit, so I have a little bit of an edge there. So I got to keep it level. So I'm going to just keep stamping, and it's okay if your leaves overlap each other. All right, and there we go. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to add in some of the green, the old olive here, and let's just keep moving our paper around. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, and I think I might add in an acorn. Now this one's really overcut, so I want to be careful with that one. Okay, I did a good job. And we're gonna just kind of add some leaves here to that, okay? All right, there we go. Okay, somebody's leaving me a message and hopefully you can't hear it. Okay, I don't know who it is. But anyways, so that looks great, doesn't it? All righty. So let's mount this on some early espresso, okay? So this is, I should have like wrote these measurements down. 2 7/8 by 3 7/8, okay? Or 4 7/8, excuse me. So 2 7/8 by 4 7/8. All right, so let's adhere these two together. And there we go. We're gonna have just a little bit of an edge around that, okay? And let's pull in. So we're doing the old olive card base. Is what Shirley, sorry, already pre-embossed. I used our exposed brick embossing folder right here. Okay, so we're gonna go with the old olive. We're gonna simply, so this is a quarter sheet, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we have a card base that's 4 1/4 by 11 inches. We're gonna burnish that, and we're gonna just adhere this right on top. I love doing the quarter sheets right on top of the card base. It just stiffens everything up, and when you run it through the embossing folder, it doesn't break down the fibers. This felt lighter than 4 1/4 for some reason, but I guess we're okay. All right, so I'm lining it up with that fold, and let's just do this. Here we go. All right. So there's our card base. Okay, so we're gonna add some twine to this, or linen thread, and we need 20 inches. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20. So let's go with 20 inches. I think this will work. All right, so I want my bow over to the left-hand side. And I'm just going to, I want a tail and then a bow, and we're gonna start it right about there. I'm gonna wrap it around twice, okay? 1, 2, and then let's move this up just a little bit more. And then we're gonna tie our bow, okay? Isn't this like so simple? Linen thread just gives it that natural look, which I love. And linen thread is so economical too to use on your card, and doesn't add a lot of bulk either. Okay, just this one more time and tighten it up. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to separate my linen threads here a little bit to kind of break them apart. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, I think we're done stamping for a minute. So we're going to add this to our card front. And I've got some scrap paper here. We're going to stamp our greeting first. We're going to use the word many thanks. Okay. Yeah, we're going to use many thanks. And we're going to use the hexagon punch, which is right here. You always turn it upside down so you can see how it looks. I'm kind of like centering it top to bottom, side to side. Okay. Punch that out, and we're going to put some dimensionals underneath this label. Okay, so I don't really want dimensionals over here, so I'm going to just take some dimensionals here. We'll just put them on both sides of our linen thread, and then here's my many thanks. So I want some dimensionals this way, so I'm going to just flip it there backwards, and I'm going to put one here, here, and here. Okay, so we can take this off now. Take these off. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Now, I already pre-stamped and die cut some leaves. Okay. So we're going to add some leaves to here as well. Okay. So let's put the cherry cobbler. I just did tone on tone. Cherry cobbler ink with cherry cobbler cardstock. And we need some more dimensionals. Let's do this. Just put one here. So what do you guys think? Isn't this like the simplest stamping ever? Okay, we'll angle that. And then I'm going to use some of these these edges here. Let's go and do this. Here we go. Let's do some of that. Got something on there. And another one here. Okay, let's add a little glue here because that's going to sit on our label, which is going to be flat. There we go. And then this one, I'm going to put a couple mini glue dots on this one. And we are having a fabulous, gorgeous day here in Central New York. The weather is like perfect. It's like a perfect summer day because it's still summer, right? I hope wherever you are, it's beautiful too. So I've got some mini dimensionals along the bottom edge of those, and we're going to put a little glue, liquid glue right there. And we're going to just kind of hang this over here. Okay, simple, right? So let's add this to our card front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you can make up multiples of these super fast. So it could be some birthday cards, maybe it's an anniversary, or even just a thinking of you. Thank you, hello. It could be whatever. If you struggle with masculine cards, this is definitely a keeper, I think. All right, let's trim up my linen thread here. Let's just cut that. And then we're going to do something on the inside. Get rid of some of these. Let's pull back our little scrap paper here. And we're going to use a piece of basic white. That's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And let's stamp the words expressing heartfelt gratitude. Okay, I think this will be okay for the inside. Get my paper straight. There we go. And then we're going to add some more leaves. Let's see. Let's go. We're going to just kind of stamp off the paper a little bit. Try to. Oh, I got a halo. Okay, let's try and fix that. Let's go with the green here. All right, that took it away a little bit. And then I want another green one up there. Okay, and let's go for broke here. And let's just put our, oh, I got a halo on that. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna just, let's flip it over, right? There's always two sides to the paper. And let's see if we can do better this time. So let's do this. Today was the first day of school here in town. So kids are back to school. Okay, keeping it straight is the key. Level, I guess. Not straight, but level. Keeping that stamp level and trying not to rock it. Oh, that came out great. Okay, I'm so glad I flipped this over. Yay! All right. Let's see. Okay, we got our acorn in there. Okay, that came out great, didn't it? Oh, good, Karen. I'm glad you like it. Thinking of You is coming. You Week is coming next week. Oh, nice. I didn't look that far ahead. All right, I got some cardstock here. Here we go. So we're going to line this with some early espresso. Okay. Let's do this. And so remember, if you have leaf stamps, this is a great card for them. This tutorial should be in next week's newsletter, or the next edition. I'm going to say edition because who knows what happens I got a busy week next week. So I'm not sure if I can get another newsletter done. I will try though. But the last week's fall cards will be in that this week. Isn't that pretty? Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of bling to it. We need a little bit of sparkle. So let's add some of these loose gold sequins. So I'm gonna just use a dot. That's what I love about these little tiny bottles. You can get a dot of liquid glue. And if I was more patient, we'd let it dry, okay? But I'm not today. All right, I gotta push out my kids are home. I can hear them playing in the yard. Okay, so there's a couple different sizes in here. So we're going to put a large one right there because it's not totally dry. You got to kind of plop it down. We'll put like a medium size. Well, this one's little. Let's see what we pick up first. This is kind of like a small one. Let's see. There we go, and there's a medium-sized one here. We'll put that right here. All right, don't you like the sparkle? I mean, these gems, sequins are so inexpensive. You could just really go crazy and add a lot more. So, okay, so there's our card. Let's check out our envelope here. Let me just move some paper out of the way. Where is our envelope? It's already pre-stamped. Well, I didn't really pre-stamp it, but I need to stamp another one. Here's our envelope right there. So you can just go simple and easy by using your stamps to decorate. No designer paper at all, right? Okay, so card number 1. Here we have card number 2 with the crushed curry. And I feel like I need to move these before I end up with ink all over them. Let's finish this one. Use whatever your favorite fall colors are, and it's great. All right, I gotta remember, thinking of you next week. And then we have cherry cobbler. Aren't they just fabulous? That little bit of gold just makes everything pop and come together. So, well, if you need to order these supplies, you can go to createwithnancy.com, hit that shop now button, and make sure to give me some hearts, thumbs up, share this video too, okay? Oh, good, Karen, I'm glad. It is a cute card. Simple stamping. Sometimes you don't have to do anything too hard or whatever, you know. I mean, you could even like bring this out all the way and just have a little bit of background showing, but I kind of like to see more of the designer the embossed cardstock underneath. It just kind of highlights that just a little bit more. Okay, not just fabulous. At first I don't know what I did with these. I thought I had first stamped out I think I made the right choice. The white ones on here. Let me grab them. They're kind of like pushed to the back. But then I changed my mind. I thought they just kind of, the white just kind of blended in way too much. So tell me if you think I did a good job stamping the tone on tone versus the white paper. I think it kind of just makes everything pop a little bit more. Hi, Linda. Welcome. I know, the cherry cobbler is sharp, isn't it, Karen? Okay, everybody. So come back on Friday for some more Creative Ink. We're going to do some more with this stamp set for you to make even some more. We're going to make them thinking of you cards. So we'll be all set for next week, as Karen helped point out. So yes. All right. Thanks so much. I so appreciate you. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my newsletter as well. Thanks so much, everybody. We will see you again soon. Bye-bye.